Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Thursday and welcome to the Pagan Housewife. Blessed Imbolc and charming of the Plow. Today is a big day for us. We have gone through a process of purification since Yule, and today it's all about renewal and setting the stage for success in the coming year. And honestly, it comes as quite a relief. We are barely out of a pretty tumultuous retrograde season. Many people have had to make all manner of adjustments, myself included, and probably dealt with some personal baggage they much rather have just ignored. Right there with you. But we made it. It's all over now. We can go forward. And how better to symbolize that growth and to honor the gods and goddesses of the season than with ritual, offerings, feasting, and all manner of celebrations. Now, whether or not we can detect even the slightest indication of spring or not where we live, this is still the perfect time for the household to have a celebration of the season to come, and possibly even start collecting pictures of flowers if the winter blues are starting to prey upon you. So let's talk Imbolc. While few of us have flocks of sheep to tend, let alone have to worry about the lambing season, it is nevertheless the beginning stirrings of new life on earth and the beginnings of the next generation, as well as an ideal time to render honest to the goddess Bridget. Most people watching this video will probably be quite familiar with the customary activity suggestions, weaving Celtic crosses, baking bread, making offerings of, a dark wine or berries, singing, composing poetry, getting creative generally. But let's go beyond the basics. We have been through a lot in the past few years, and probably most of us want to get past the wounds we incurred during that time. The goddess Bridget is known for her powers of healing and her willingness to help people heal. Her primary elemental associations are fire and water, and these are both purifying agents. I'd say we've probably gotten our fair share of refinement through fire, and now's a very good time to approach Bridget to refresh us with water and to allow the ash from that to wash away and allow us to heal and become whole again. She is also a goddess of creativity, and oftentimes we just think of this in terms of what it means of projects. But what is creation itself but an act of will, intention, and a fusion of energies? This is not a gentle process. Rather like literal childbirth, bringing a new life into the world so that it can breathe on its own. It's hard on the mother, it's stressful for the father, it's difficult for the baby. That beginning, that manifestation of a creation that has been gestating for so long, it essentially is a shared trauma and one that must be healed and moved beyond in order to give that new life the best chance possible. And I think this is the perfect metaphor for what many people have experienced. What was has been lost, and something new has been gestating in this time of difficulties, and now it is being born, and it's hard on everyone. But we have been reborn in one way or another, and now it's time to heal from that. Now, even if Bridget isn't a goddess with whom you normally work, she may be exactly the deity you're looking for at this time. She has a reputation for being very easy to work with, very generous, very caring, and my own experiences with her have certainly borne that out. So you may want to consider reaching out and honoring her today. Now for charming the plow. This year is my first occasion of celebrating this. It comes from the Anglo-Saxon, Germanic, and Norse traditions. The idea is to bless farming and gardening implements in hopes of having a good harvest in the fall, so we will be able to sustain through the next winter. Yes, even right now, we're still thinking about what we got to do to get through the next time winter comes around. Then, absolutely, I think the most literal aspects of this celebration should be continued. We live in a very uncertain world. More of us than ever are growing or attempting to grow our own food, and gardening has become a much more serious business. It absolutely makes sense to perpetuate the tradition. But beyond that, I got to thinking about how to apply the spirit of charming the plow less literally. If we think of this day as a time to bless the tools of your trade or tools that help you sustain your life or keep the household together, then that expands the scope of what can be done and blessed and celebrated on this day. Now, just as one example, my laptop, this microphone, the camera, the programs I use to create this videos, these are something I'm going to be thoroughly blessing today. These are the means by which I communicate my ideas and try to engage with fellow pagans in conversation, and also try to present what I hope is a sane image of paganism to non-pagans. Now, as much as all this technology gives me fits, the reality is that I could not do the work I do without it. So today, I'm giving these tools the respect they deserve, and I'm going to be infusing some good energy into them. But whatever the profession of anyone who's watching this video is, there may be tools or machinery or other things that you use in your day-to-day life that allow you to accomplish your work. So perhaps today you might take a look at that and render some thanks. And even if you're not thinking of anything specific there, what about the tools that help you keep house? Yes, I am talking about, the vacuum and your cleaning supplies and your appliances, everything that makes your household go. Maybe this is the time to give it a little bit of love and appreciation. Also, the deities whose sphere of influence connects with our professions, we can honor them on this day. And now, obviously, we don't have gods and goddesses of computers, but there are deities associated with communication, composition, the delivering of messages. So just think about what is at the core of your own profession or your daily life, and consider giving an offering to a deity who is linked with that idea. And also, this is no time to be backwards with rendering praise to spirits of the land. Slowly but surely, they are waking up, and it is the graceful thing to demonstrate our appreciation of them, our understanding that we live in relationship to them, and that all of our interactions make a difference to the overall health of the land. And lastly, this is also a time to honor the Disir, which are female ancestral spirits. Sometimes also we incorporate Valkyrie veneration in this. These spirits protect the family, look after its interests. They provide guidance where possible in a variety of ways. So this is also a day for them. Lots to do today, whether you are celebrating Imbolc, charming the Plow, both, something else entirely. If you're just celebrating Groundhog Day, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful time and that it is a meaningful day for you and your household. So that's what I have to say. Tell me about what you're doing in the comment section below, or come pay us a visit on Gilded. We would absolutely love to have you, and hopefully you'll be able to meet some people who are like-minded. Link in the description if that's of interest to you. But that will do it for now, and I'll see you next time. Blessed Imbolc, happy charming of the Plow.